Thank you. 83%. That's the number of people in the PwC analysis of people that said finding meaning in what they do is of top priority to them. 33% of those people actually accepted that they didn't find meaning in what it is that they were doing. Not finding meaning in what you're doing would lead to lack of commitment, lack of engagement. Lack of engagement would lead to lack of productivity. Lack of productivity would lead to loss of revenue. In a Gallup survey done in the US, it was estimated that about $500 million is lost annually to lack of productivity. So sitting here, if you're a career professional, ask yourself, and you're an employee, how much are you costing your organization because you don't find meaning in your work and because you don't have purpose for that? If you're a business owner, think of the people that you're working with. How much of productivity is lost? How much money are you dropping on the table because you have people that don't find meaning in their work? And that's why I'm talking to you today about what I have titled The Purpose of Purpose. Now, I would start with a story. There was a man in the United States, very successful man, after 35 years of experience in the transportation industry, and he rose to the top of his organization. Everyone knew him as a very, very nice person. He's the one that would stop by on the way to speak to the janitor and all of that to ensure everybody was fine. And just when everything seemed to be going on fine, on the 12th of January, 2022, he took his own life. It went against what everybody thought would happen. Everybody thought he was fine. That man is Jeffrey Parker. He was the CEO of Marta. Now, psychologists would let us know that one of the reasons why people take their own lives is because of a lack of purpose. They feel that life doesn't really have any purpose anymore. Mark Twain had a quote, and it says that the two most important days in your life are the days you're born and the day you discover why. The day you discover why you were born is the day you discover your purpose. Some ask me, what does purpose mean? What is purpose? And I like to define purpose as the original intention in the mind of the creator of a thing. I'll take that again. So purpose is the original intention in the mind of the creator of a thing. Just in case you're sitting here and you're beginning to wonder, okay, what exactly is the purpose? Do I even have a purpose? Because you might look at, we're about 8 billion people on earth. So definitely someone else can do what it is that I had to do. But despite the fact that there are this many people on earth, there's something you can do in a way that no other person can do it. And how do I know that? Your fingerprints. Despite how many we are, we don't have two people that have the same set of fingerprints. Another reason, your iris patterns. That is even much more distinct than your fingerprints. Not even a set of twins born on the same day have the same iris patterns. So what that means is there's something you can do in a way that the 8 billion people on this earth can't do. That is your purpose. That is your purpose. We were created specifically to solve a problem. And until we find what it is, you remain a square peg in a round hole. Take for a minute, imagine with me that you walked into my kitchen one day and you saw me well kitted up. I'm in my kitchen doing a lot of stuff. I don't like to cook, but I have to cook when I have to cook. And then you saw me on my kitchen table. I was trying to chop some vegetables. So I had my knife and my carrots. However, I'm chopping my vegetables on my chopping board. Now, I know you all are very nice and you all love me so much, but I want you to begin to think of some very, very nasty names that you probably call me if you see me using this as a chopping board, right? So shout out some of those names, please. Idiots, thank you so much. Yes. I know you're nice, but come on, shout out those names. Don't worry, no hard feelings. Yes. I heard, sorry? Okay, now, anyone more? One more word.
Rich.
Rich. Okay, now, the thing is this. Why are you calling me those names? Because I'm using this for what it's not its purpose for. This is a tablet. It's not designed to be used as a chopping board. Dr. Miles Monroe would always say, if the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. Now let me ask you, are you abusing the life that you have right now? Are you using it for what it wasn't designed for? And some people might feel the fact that I'm productive, I'm making some profits or some progress where it is that I am, it means that I must be in the right purpose. But the fact that I could have used this to chop my carrots, it probably would work, doesn't necessarily mean that is what this is meant for. Because I will be limited in certain areas. So the fact that you are productive to an extent where you are, there are certain limitations to that level of productivity. So, how do you get to discover your purpose, you might ask? What do I need to do to discover my purpose? And I'll share with you 5 things that you need to do or that you can do to discover your purpose. The first thing is look up. Now, as I said, purpose is the original intention in the mind of the creator of a thing. What that means is that your purpose precedes you. What do I have here with me? It's a clicker. It's your clicker. And what is the purpose of this clicker? To help me to move the slides. Fantastic. Now, so what happened was whoever created or manufactured this thing thought about it. I need to manufacture something such that it can change the slides without me having been there. So before the clicker was manufactured, the purpose was determined. So it wasn't like he manufactured something and in the course of playing around with it, he discovered, oh, it changes the slides. I'm going to call it a clicker and that's what it's going to do. No. So the purpose precedes you. So if you want to find out what your purpose is, you need to look up. Looking up in this way, if you believe in God, looking up to God, if you believe in science, if you believe in the universe, whatever it is you believe in, a supreme being, whatever, that's an idea to tell you what your purpose is. So that's the first thing. The second way to discover your purpose is to look within. Now, within this clicker, take for example, I never met the manufacturer. I have no idea what this thing is, but there are certain features on this clicker that can give me an idea of what it is. So I see it has buttons on there. I see it probably has an infrared ray here. I can begin to picture that because of these features, that means this must be a clicker. Within you, there are certain things you can do effortlessly, right? When other people are struggling to do certain things, you can do these things effortlessly. That is an indication to what it is that you were designed to do. Very early in my life, I discovered that I could make complex concepts quite easy to people. Little wonder why I have camped my whole life around that. For those that know me, I say my 9 to 5 is that I'm a primary school teacher. And my 5 to 9 is I'm a leadership coach. I like to speak because I love to make difficult concepts easy to people. So that's the second way to discover your purpose. The third way is to look behind. Sometimes our experiences kind of determine what our purpose is in life. Experiences either positive or negative. So sometimes looking back at your experiences kind of give you an indication of what your purpose is in life. Another way to discover your purpose is look around you. You know, there's always this saying that opportunity comes but once. That's a lie. There are opportunities around us every day, and the opportunities come in form of problems. We all have problems around us, but the problems that you identify is an indication of the problems you were designed to solve. Take, for example, Mark Zuckerberg at some point in his life, as early as 8 years old, he tried as much as possible. He felt there was a lack of connectivity, especially with digital resources. As early as 8 years old, he had built a software to connect the computers in his house. He grew up with that purpose because he identified that problem. And little wonder today why he has the largest country in the world. Oh yes, Facebook has presently over 3 billion people on it. There's no country that is that large. But he achieved that because he understood his purpose. He saw the problem and he knew that was the problem he was supposed to fix. So that's another way for you to discover your purpose. And then the last one is look ahead. The vision of the preferable future. Where are you expecting to go to? Oftentimes, our experiences looking behind will determine our expectations looking forward. So that's another way for you to discover your purpose. Now, I have spent the past couple of minutes talking to you about a few things. Number one, we've looked at how a lack of purpose leads to poor mental health and loss of revenue. We've looked at how understanding your purpose will prevent an abuse to yourself. And we've also looked at how to discover your purpose. I'm going to leave you with one question here. Ask yourself, have you discovered your purpose? Thank you very much.